Hey guys, my blue nightgown that's new is not in support of Autism Speaks. I'm not shooting this video in April, so if this is shared around in April, just know this blue does not support Autism Speaks. I'm wearing it because it happens to be what I'm wearing tonight. Okay, it's comfy, it's fleece, it's very sensory friendly. Got it at Walmart. Anyway, so this is something that I have seen going around in the autistic community, and it's a little bit frustrating. So I'm going to talk about it a little bit. I do not want to breathe on my mic, but I keep breathing on it anyway. So there are some autistic folks out there who are trying to claim that autism isn't actually a disability, and that is incorrect. Autism is a disability. Even if you personally don't feel disabled by your autism, it is still a disability. Because you got to remember, there are autistic people out there like me who can have very debilitating sensory issues, who can have debilitating executive dysfunction. You know, if my routine gets thrown off, I almost can't function through my day. And it's like just because I can talk and sing with my church choir and carry a conversation to some degree does not mean that, oh, I am just a fully functional autistic person who needs no help ever. A lot of autistic people may have hidden struggles that they don't talk about or they keep hidden for reasons, whether it's masking, like passing as neurotypical for their safety in a workplace, in school, whatever. So to deny that autism is a disability, it really does end up causing harm because, and, don't forget about autistic people who are very high support. I mean, when I have meltdowns, I can hurt myself. I can hurt myself sometimes. I haven't had a meltdown in a long time thanks to the meds I'm on, but autistic people who need daily support, who can't speak and communicate in a way that is understandable, people who cannot be left alone for their safety, people who will self-injure to the point of breaking the bones in their face, autistic people who attack others, and who communicate through screaming, if anything at all. Autistic people who need high support, who need extreme support, they are disabled. And, like, you might be in an environment where you can shine, like, your needs are met, and you're surrounded by people who can support what you need and support your communication and stuff like that so that maybe you don't feel disabled, but you still are, because if you go out of your environment, all of a sudden, you're in trouble, right? You begin to struggle, and it becomes noticeable. So, it's like you are free to see your own autism as a superpower if it is, because in some ways mine is for me. I hear things people don't. I think outside the box. I've got quite the imagination. Just read my fan fiction. But to claim it's not a disability, that could give the government the incentive to be like, you know what, if it's not a disability, then we shouldn't have to make disability payments. And now autistic people who can't get employed because, their splinter skills are just so that no workplace works for them. Well, now what? Now they're on the street. They don't have health care. And they go off and they die because that's where they're pushed. And is that fair? No. So, like, as I said, you're free to see your autism as a superpower, but you have to understand that it is a disability, even if you personally don't feel disabled by it, because of where you are in life and who you're with and the environment you've got. But there are people who don't have that kind of support and they struggle every day. And they may not even be able to tell somebody what hurts or why they're scared. And to deny it as a disability is also denying it as a disability to them too, even though they're very clearly disabled. So, I'm someone who is visibly autistic in certain environments because I don't mask anymore. I don't. I gave it up. I took the mask off. I am what I am. I am who I am, and what you see is what you get. And if you don't like it, too bad. So, but anyway, it's almost in the same vein of if you are miserable about being autistic and you tell everybody that autism is only horrible, it's like that's just as bad. Because it's like, you can feel like crap all you want about your own autism, but don't you tell me that I'm not allowed to say anything positive about mine. Like, how dare I say it is not all meltdowns and loneliness and misery? Because for me, it's not. But I'm not going to deny that it can be for other people. I mean, there are other people that they're desperate for friends and they just can't hang on to them. And, like, I get it. That sucks. But don't tell me that I'm only allowed to be miserable just because you are. And in the same vein, don't tell someone who is miserable that they can't be miserable because you've got it easy. You see how it goes both ways? You see? So, like, don't deny that it's a disability, but don't claim that it's all misery, too. But it is a disability, and denying that really is harmful. So, autism is a disability. You can call it your superpower, but it isn't for everybody, and that is okay. It's okay, it really is. Stay cool out there.